From the Pep Radio Newsroom, here are the stories we're considering today. More U.S. companies are modifying their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs meant to boost racial and ethnic representation at workplaces amid rising pressure from conservative groups. At least six major U.S. companies, including J.P. Morgan Chase, modified their DEI policies last year, according to a Reuters review of corporate statements. However, more than three-fourths of American workers say they are committed to helping their employers fight racism and injustice, while almost 80% say it is important for their company to be an inclusive organization. According to a new national survey conducted by DEI and talent strategy firm Seramount, worker support for helping employers fight racism and injustice is still robust at 76%, though somewhat lower than the 83% support from Seramount in the survey they conducted in 2021. In the new survey, support is highest among executives at 90% and lowest among hourly workers at 69%, though a majority of both still support such initiatives. Responses varied little by race or ethnicity. All the schools in the Crawford Central and PENNCREST school districts were included in the latest list of schools exempt from updated federal Title IX regulations that went into effect last month. As a result, a planned Crawford Central School Board vote on revised discrimination and sexual harassment policies is on hold, and PENNCREST School Board won't be considering similar changes. After the Biden administration finalized its new Title IX interpretation in April, numerous lawsuits, including from nearly all state attorneys general in Republican-led states, were filed to prevent the August 1st implementation of the rules. Jen Golden, superintendent of Crawford Central, learned of the development Thursday and updated the district's 8 principles. Basically, our Title IX regulations that will have to be followed are the 2020 regulations and grievance procedures until further notice, Golden said Friday. Last week, Crawford Central board members considered the first reading of revised versions of the policies on discrimination and harassment affecting both students and teachers. PENNCREST board members will consider first readings of 19 other policies when they meet today at the central office in Sagertown for their monthly work session. Like Crawford Central, PENNCREST will keep current policies on discrimination and harassment in place. A lawsuit filed by the U.S. District Court, or with the District Court in Kansas, by several states, a student, and 3 organizations, Moms for Liberty, Young America's Foundation, and Female Athletes United, led to a July injunction that prevented the new rules from taking effect in schools attended by children of Moms for Liberty members across the country. No Crawford County schools were included on initial lists filed in July with the U.S. District Court for the Kansas District, but an updated list filed Wednesday included all 8 Crawford Central schools and all 6 PENNCREST schools. No Conneaut School District schools have appeared on the lists. Parentage laws in Pennsylvania could soon change in significant ways. When the Pennsylvania Senate returns from its summer break, they will be reviewing House Bill 350, which passed in June, and offers a more comprehensive and updated framework for establishing parentage. Under current law, LGBTQ+ parents and parenting hopefuls are especially vulnerable, as the state lacks a clear and streamlined process for establishing the status and rights of parents who aren't genetically related to their children. The bill offers clear guidelines for establishing the parent-child relationship, including options for a voluntary acknowledgement, proceedings to adjudicate parentage, and processes for establishing parentage via assisted reproduction, as well as surrogacy and donor agreements. Rebecca Nyack, an LGBTQ+ attorney and parent who specializes in parenting concerns and other family matters, recommends LGBTQ+ parents pursue confirmatory adoptions, although in some counties this is only available for married couples. She recommends that to ensure parental rights of all intended parents of a child are sound. A uniform parentage law would eliminate an LGBTQ+ parent's need to adopt their children. Parents could instead sign a voluntary acknowledgement of parentage, which Nyack described as a notarized form which would hold the same weight as a court order. This reduces costs, paperwork, and time compared to current adoption proceedings. An upcoming Pennsylvania Supreme Court hearing could set a new precedent for establishing parentage as it relates to contracts and intent. A formerly married couple conceived a child via in vitro fertilization using a sperm donor, naming the non-birthing spouse, Nicole Jr., as the child's intended co-parent in a series of contracts with medical providers. But when the couple split up during the later months of that pregnancy, the birthing parent, Chanel Glover, no longer wanted Jr. to co-parent. A superior court ruled in favor of Jr., but the state Supreme Court could see things differently. The hearing takes place on September 11th, which might bring a decision by the end of the year. That's a check of today's news. Now back to the music on PEP Radio.